Hey, welcome to the channel. Today I'm about to check out Dom the fucking bomb, bro. Yo, he's as far as he says, I'm not sure, so I'm trying to get informed on this. The Walking Dead season 5 game has been confirmed, which means Clementine will bounce back. Nah, but then yeah, she got her leg cut off, or yeah, and then we could be playing as AJ, but but then again I kept hearing that the Clementine comic was bad. So if it was that bad, I hope they could switch it up, like draw inspiration from it, maybe do something similar, but not exactly, because I heard they ruined her character. I'm not sure exactly how. I do not read the comics. I just love the game itself. It's wow, bro. I played this like wait, the first time I played this, I didn't even know it was popping like that. I don't know. I do not know where it was. But as soon as I saw it on Play Store, in fact, that's like The Walking Dead, like it was back then, was it 2017, 2016, 15, somewhere there. It was on Play Store. I just got it on my phone, and ever since then, I just fell in love with decision-based games. Yo, so if this is true and this is not some clickbait, if it is clickbait, I'm most likely gonna click off and just, in fact, whatever. I clicked on the bit. It is what it is.
What in the hell?
Hold up. So okay, some good news on this. Okay, okay. But it's just okay, but they didn't say which game.
What's going on? Now hold on a damn minute.
But bro, what? Wait, hold up. What's going on? Okay, the Around will go around funding the Expanse series. The Wolf Among Us 2. I mean, yeah, but and an unannounced game, bro. Surely that's gotta be The Walking Dead. Come on, bro. Like what?
Don't. Don't what? Don't give me hope.
Exact, bro. Don't give me hope.
Gentlemen, you have my curiosity.
Please don't tell me this is
Now
nothing
you
but
have my
memes.
attention.
Bro, I beg.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news in regards to Telltale Games. Was this what I expected? Did I expect to hear about this? Absolutely not, but this hints majorly at their future, which I have hinted at for a while, that something significant may come. So, yesterday we got the announcement from Telltale themselves that they have received funding, and we're going to go through all that in this video and what you need to know about that. Remember, also today is the IGN Fan Fest, and we'll be getting stuff about the Expanse Telltale series, maybe potentially The Wolf Among Us 2, so I will have a video about that probably tomorrow or Sunday.
Maybe I'm not, like, bro, I can't be mistaken. The Walking Dead should easily be their most popular game, or a Batman Telltale series, and I guess The Wolf Among Us, but surely it's gotta be up there, bro. Like,
It's going to be tomorrow.
some would argue that story is better than the show.
I won't be able to stream that again,
Some.
but I will definitely be checking it out myself. So, The Walking Dead Season 5, Batman Season 3, other games I've talked about, the potentialities. Well, we have news now also that a unconfirmed game has been announced. We have another game, which I've told you guys was likely happening. If you've been following my videos in the past year or two, I told you they're likely working on something else. Considering both The Wolf Among Us 2 and The Expanse are both releasing this year, I'm sure Telltale's already working on something else. And now we have confirmation of that. So we're going to go through all the details you need in this video. Discuss everything. So drop a like.
Bro, really hit the soundtrack, the season 1. The season 1, of course, OST.
Hit the red subscribe button. Join about the near 50% people are subscribed by hitting that. And
I'm definitely
subbing,
bro.
All, so you don't miss any of my videos discussing Telltale games.
Well, I think I did sub earlier on. You kept me informed
Stay
on.
connected with us, and let's get straight into
on The Walking Dead.
So this started with this tweet. Some good news and great investment partners to help continue the work on our games. We'll remember this at Hero Capital and at Skybound.
Okay.
Funding details, and it says Telltale Games raises $8 million from Hero Capital and Skybound. Telltale has raised $8 million as part of a Series A funding round led by Hero Capital, Skybound Entertainment. Alright, so we're going to go into the article because there's more that's being discussed there. Telltale raises $8 million from Hero Capital and Skybound. The Series A round will go towards funding the Expanse series, The Wolf Among Us 2,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
an
It
unannounced
didn't confirm.
game. Well, here
It
we
didn't
go.
confirm The Walking Dead, but it has to, bro.
Telltale has raised $8 million as part of a Series A funding led by Hero Capital. Skybound Entertainment also joined the round with the funds raised primarily going towards the launch of The Expanse due this summer, the development of The Wolf Among Us 2, which we know, if you see my last video and the last couple videos, likely now is coming at the end of the year, and another unannounced title. CEO of Telltale, Jamie Otley, commented, "We are honored to have the confidence of Hero Capital, a fund that is committed to the future of the game industry and that of our colleagues at Skybound Entertainment." And I've hinted this for a while, that the relationship between Telltale and Skybound was crucial, not just for a lot of the bigger picture type things, but also The Walking Dead potentially getting a continuation down the line.
It has to, bro. It has to.
It is both a pleasure and a natural fit to be affiliated with companies that share our commitment to narrative games and transmedia entertainment. And, you know, we're going to discuss Skybound because he has Hero Capital, that's just mainly just a fund, but why is Skybound involved? Skybound is a company that you guys have known I've had such praise and love towards it, but the last couple of years have had such a downfall towards that. It's a company that obviously I have great respect and admiration towards, but at the same time have great distaste for how they've treated their consumers, us fans, the last couple of years, especially with the comic series that we're not going to talk about, but also...
I'm guessing he's referring to The Walking Dead, like Clementine's story or something. It's like, I really gotta know what happened, bro. If he probably does, cause I saw in this channel like there was a lot of Walking Dead, in fact, any zombie-based game type of content. So surely he has a review of the comic itself and breaks it down. So I could check that out. After
statue that's been delayed numerous years. Telltale has partnered with Skybound in the past for its Walking Dead series of titles, which returned to storefronts in 2020 after being delisted following Telltale's closure in 2018. Coincidence? I think not!
Yeah, I think not.
Skybound CEO David Alpert said, "Telltale and Skybound have a long and incredibly successful history together that forever changed the way stories are told in video games.
100%.
It's just been over 10 years, hundreds of millions of dollars, and over 100 Game of the
Yes,
Year
sir.
awards since Telltale released the acclaimed first title in the Walking Dead series. We continue to believe in the power of narrative gaming, and this investment will also support Telltale in telling even more amazing
Yes,
stories."
sir. Oh, bro, why you gotta bring that up, bro? I come from... not even that, just I don't know, bro. As soon as I saw many gaming awards, bro, just got me thinking of the first one, the first one, part one, season one. Oh, my nigga Lee, bro. Lee, I miss Lee, bro. Bro, and then season 4, bro, I miss Kenny. Some might dislike him, but just like the path I took was when he took us to Wellington and then he had to leave. He had to do it, bro. He got all this way for us to be safe, and he did that. And Clementine, bro. Sometimes on some days I'm convinced that she could still be dead, but AJ is still I don't know. I know she's alive, but just how they played with my soul, bro. Like, it had me thinking for 10 minutes, contemplating whether or not she was dead or alive, and then we needed like proper confirmation at the end when people would start socializing with her as well. Just
guys, I mean, I just listened to this, and I honestly thought, wow, like, this is, I think, something, even made me tear up a bit. I think Skybound is really finally seeing maybe the writing on the wall, the light at the end of the tunnel.
It's gotta be, bro.
What they've been doing the last couple of years is not what the fans want, not what we all intend for.
They know what we want, bro.
I don't know if it's going to be this next game, but this partnership being initiated highly increases the chances of a Telltale Walking Dead game happening down the line. I don't know if it's going to be Season 5, could be a spin-off game, but I think this pretty much confirms it to me. I don't know when it'll be, but I think Skybound, obviously, they're not just going to support Telltale to support them. But I think there's more to this than just, oh yeah, let's give them millions of dollars. So, the company's revival being kicked into high gear will come as welcome news to fans of the company's prior games, especially as no games have been released in 4 years since the company was officially revived. Yeah, it's been 4 years, guys. Telltale's been back for 4 years, and this has just been the slow grind to...
Was it? I mean, yeah, to be fair, by the time I was properly playing the series, Wait, by the time I played the last season, I was like 14. Yeah, I was 14. Yeah, 14, 15 when I played the last season.
The comeback. So, how are the companies looking to its future and what lessons it can learn from its past? Rather than dwelling on its prior failures, you have to give us a minute and let us make our own mess, or own greatness, and then you could judge it, said Otley. Jamie Otley is their CEO. Now, although there's no information is given on other games in development, which we do know one is coming, though. The fact that Skybound Entertainment, which owns the license to The Walking Dead, was involved in the funding could hint at the future games within the universe.
Okay.
So, yes. This is huge for
Bro.
Telltale's future, and I can't just stress this enough. How much this $8 million will help them with releasing The Expanse, continuing their development of The Wolf Among Us 2, and this other game, and whatever also is in the future. It's a great start. Because
I have never played The Wolf Among Us, haven't seen any gameplay, so I don't really know what this is about. I just focused on, well, The Walking Dead, and that was it, bro.
We go back all the way to the OG Telltale. How they basically went bankrupt is the funders, the investors pulled out, and then all the money was gone. And that basically one thing on to another, and the company went bankrupt. I told you guys that this potentially could be either something the last 4 years of them building up the company from the ground up will either be the start of something special, or it will just tank. And I'm hopeful that this new Telltale has taken a lot of the criticisms that the old one had objectively and hopefully nails it, because we know the games are going to release episodically still. We know there's still going to be a couple of weeks waits between the episodes. We hopefully think choices will matter more now,
Yeah.
but at least I know
Hopefully,
now that
because-
they will have the money, and it will not be last second ditch effort to be releasing these games, and they probably won't release in a buggy, broken state, hopefully.
Okay, but like low key, the issue is with this is since it's based off the comic or loosely based, I don't think like the choices should matter more, but I think they will still try to push it in the direction of the comic. You have to figure out a way to continue your decisions from before, whether you left, what's her name, Violet, whether you left Violet blind or Louis, what, Lily, Lois, what, Lois tongueless, some ish like that, like, because those stories gotta continue, and of course this is where it's gonna somewhat break off from the comic a little bit. It's just, I'm not saying we need more death, but we need more impactful decisions rather than having the last 2 episodes seem like those choices matter more, because those, like, the last episodes have greater weights when it comes to like choices. I thought like it would be better if even the first episode or second episode, the choice that you made then will affect it. Nah, I just don't want to keep seeing blank will remember this instead of just yo, he remembered this, and not, I don't want like a slight change in dialogue. I just need like shit to happen, essentially, like, because of you, and like I'm not saying we should have different endings, but like it would be more satisfying if we had different endings rather than, because I was always under the impression that there was a timeline where you could save Clementine's leg, but unfortunately that's the canon ending. It's like I wanted to be similar to how season 2 was, whether you went with Jane or you went with Kenny, and then after that you still have to decide on how shit plays out. But I don't want that to just only have that effects from the last episodes or last 2. I also wanted to carry on from the very first, like the first 3 or first 2.
Now, let's talk
I know that's a lot of
about what was said,
responsibility,
though.
but
So yes, the money is one thing, but who invested the money is another thing. Hero Capital is just, they invest money into a lot of.
one more rant, and this is also because like all these games, House of Fathom, Until Dawn, The Quarry, like games like that, like those decision-based games have been doing their thing in recent times, which shows The Devil in Me, which show that those games can hold more weight when it comes to decisions and choices compared to The Walking Dead. Of course, The Walking Dead beats it by a mile in terms of story, but in terms of like impactful critical decisions, surely it goes to those games.
Companies, gaming related. So that is a good thing. But why Skybound? Skybound, a company that I have had a rocky relationship with, to say the least, the last couple of years, is investing
Season
millions
2.
of dollars into Telltale.
Yeah.
I think could be, you could say, oh yeah, because of The Walking Dead and its success it's had and the growth it's given Skybound, but the exact opposite is that they are wanting, based on the statement, he wants to invest, the CEO of Skybound wants to invest more money into them being able to tell more story games. I think there's more to this. I think a Walking Dead Season 5 / new Telltale game is very likely going to happen. I don't know if it, again, we have a confirmed now unannounced game that was
Okay.
confirmed in this article, and in all likelihood, I think this is going to be Batman. Batman Season 3,
Yeah,
the IP that
of
they
course.
still do own. Because remember, they do not own the rights to The Walking Dead still. Game of Thrones, they do not own the rights to. Minecraft Story Mode, they do not own the rights to. Remember,
Ooh.
Tales of the Borderlands just got a sequel from
Oh, yeah,
Gearbox. They own the
I
rights
remember
now.
that Minecraft story shit. Okay, here's the thing. I think they're gonna like low-key pull a Marvel. It's like they'll put out these mini franchises, mini series to start a hype going. And with that, people will be like, no, yeah, we'll play these, but we want Walking Dead. And then they'll release 2 or 3 more games. And then they'll be like, no, bro, we still want The Walking Dead. And then out of nowhere, out of the blue, in about 2-3 years, they're gonna hit us with the surprise and be like, you'll just hear a clip of like, come on AJ, we're almost there. Some ish like that will make people go crazy just off that little 10-second clip. Or they might do throw advertisements within their games at the end or something like that, just to, like they're trying to build up the hype in a sense. That's what I'm thinking from a
So
business
that's
standpoint.
not happening either. Or it could be a new IP. All those have been possible, but even Skybound being involved, people thought maybe there'll be an Invincible game. And realize how popular that IP is. Maybe they do want to make a Telltale Invincible game, which
Oh,
I
okay.
think would be also another wise option. Of course, I think we all want Walking Dead, but hell, Invincible
Yeah.
is a great TV series. I highly recommend you all go check it out if you haven't already.
I don't like one character.
But
The one character just ruined it for
Batman
me.
getting
honestly.
a third season is what I'd be willing to bet my money on for this new game. It has been long overdue, and it is still a very popular series, and especially considering how I think Season 2 ended. I was open-ended, had those multiple endings, villain versus vigilante Joker. I think it's time. Give us Season 3, and then hopefully maybe later The Walking Dead, some
Oh,
new
yeah,
IPs.
I haven't played that as well.
I'm
just-
hoping for
I'm
the
more
best,
focused
but
on
again,
The Walking Dead.
as I've
more than
reiterated in
anything.
numerous videos, we need to support Skybound as much financially. We need to support Telltale as much financially as we can with these 2 new games and hope for their success. And also this unannounced game, whenever we will get news on that, probably I would assume next year at some point, we'll probably learn what it is and what's in store with it. But yes, hopefully, like I said, this is the beginning of the comeback. It's been a long 4 years with this new Telltale to get everything set. So the ground is planted, the money is there. Now it's time for the execution. Will the execution be good? We will find out
Bro,
very,
I
very
hope
soon. 'Cause
so.
the Expanse is
I
coming
really
this
hope
summer. It's
so.
the first game back, so I'm very excited, nervous, but hopeful that they will deliver with this game. So, as for The Walking Dead, my friends, I've really wanted them just to end the comics and give us a new game. I'm hopeful that Clementine could come back in another game, or we could start with a spin-off. Javier, Kenny, some new character. Give us something. AJ.
Javi.
I'm really hopeful that this might be the beginning. There's been rumors, speculation for the last couple of years about this happening, but I'm hopeful that this means down the line we could finally see the return of Telltale's most popular IP and my favorite game that I've ever played on this channel and what started this journey for me. So, fingers crossed.
This is
Let me know
easy
down below in
top
the comments
10
what you think of it.
favorite
This is
games
a
of
pretty
mine.
big video, so I'm hopeful for something new. Alright,
too.
so thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy this. Follow me on social media down below to stay connected. And let's go for 1,000 likes. Thank you so much for watching. And until then,
There go my
everyone,
nigga Kenny,
peace and love.
boy.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Alright, might as well stop it here since he's stopping entirely, bro. Yes, I would really love The Walking Dead, bro. I love that series. Easy top 10. Sometimes I would just, bro, I would like, there's not like 2 months that go by where I'll go back and revisit, or like more likely than ever just go watch gameplays and see people's reactions, see their choices. So far, my favorite is RDC and Berlizzi. I'm still trying to do Ryuden, and maybe a few more here and there. But like those two, Berlizzi and Berlizzi, Rai, and especially RDC. I love to go back and revisit their gameplays because it's just entertaining and just I love how I love how people are so protective over Clem during these gameplays, and it's just after a while then they feel they're playing in the shoes of Clem by season 4, and then now they have to become Lee and raise this kid. Well, not really Lee, but like raise this kid and bring him into this world. And yeah, yo, which is kind of crazy. Here's the crazy thing, bro. I've noticed a lot of similarities between Carver and AJ now, bro. I saw this other edit where it's like he's putting like back and forth, like, and then you could see that most of the things Carver was saying, it had somewhat of like not had an effect on AJ, but it seems like AJ is low key following these words he's preaching. I know he's never heard it, but then it's interesting that like he is the son of Alvin Senior, but he kind of moves like Carver. Mostly, bro, it's just crazy, bro. Just I might put it up. I might like not saying upload it, but I'm not gonna like claim it as my own. Of course, I'm gonna give credit to the person. Hopefully, you guys like check it out. I'll even link it if I have to, cause that was wild, bro. But yeah, I hope this comes through. Of course, I'm still sticking to that theory of mine that they'll drop a few games here, maybe a game that revolves around somebody else. Javier, I don't know. Well, in fact, no. In fact, now that I think about it, this could be good. They did say that there was a war going on all the way up to Richmond, like from the west and all the or from the south, no, the coast all the way up to Richmond. That there was a war going on or something like that. So that would be interesting to see what is going on, and if the decision you made to say to leave Kate or David alive, that should have a tremendous effect, because David could be a part of them. David could be killed by them, or he'll come back to fight alongside you. Or if he chose Kate, that toxic ass lady, then how I guess Javi's right hand man, or she'll be a super warlord queen or some ish. See how Gabe turned out, or I don't know, something like that. Maybe we find out what happened to Krista, something like that, bro. Cause it's just so iffy. It's just all blurry, and yeah. So, but mostly I just want to see what's going on with AJ and Clem, honestly. But yeah, those other spin-off series I wouldn't mind them at all, as long as there would be some reference or mention to something that happened. They'll mention how the Delta won the war against Lily's gang. I forgot the name, but because of what the gang did, they couldn't get enough recruits. So yeah, that's about it, man. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know which other video to check out. If y'all want me to talk more about The Walking Dead, please let me know what we shall discuss, and I shall do it. So for now, with that said, I'm gonna see you guys when I see you guys. So see ya.